Yo, what's going on, you fiddlers? It's Nick Daniels here. Welcome on July, man. We're doing a quick little funny story for you. Just got the living room here going on. I mean, obviously it looks a little darker than it is right now, but I mean, look at that. Good little room, man. Got some Fallout 4 going on there, heavily modded. No, I'm kidding. It's like 30 mods. But today we're gonna hang out in the back deck a little bit here. It is kind of raining, as you might be able to hear. So we're gonna try our best here, just to make sure you guys don't get soaked or anything. I like being outside. Yeah, she's kind of coming down a bit here. Oh, hopefully the autofocus keeps up. Maybe we'll just do the doorway. I've done this a few times, right? Where you just stand in the doorway like a weirdo. But anyway, yeah, man. So like I was saying, I'll make a funny story for you here. I was gonna wait to tell you this, guys, but I just thought it was hilarious, and I kind of wanted to get this off my plate like while it was fresh. So 2 days ago, I concurred that I would be moving from my current address. So I talked to the property management here, and they asked me to put up a Kijiji ad. You don't know what Kijiji is? It's basically like buying and selling in Canada. It's like Craigslist, and I find it's very useful, very popular, and obviously all kinds of things are on it, including apartments. So I put the apartment up on the ad. I think it was funny that I was doing it though. I was like, I'm pretty sure this is your guys' job. So I've already given like my 3 months notice, but I was like, listen, if I can just scoot out a month earlier, you know what I mean? That would be awesome. So that's kind of why I was doing it as well. I was like, well, I'm leaving a month early, and I have somebody, obviously, like somebody now has accepted it and put some money down. So they've got the place from a month from today. Like this is, I'll probably actually put this up probably like the same day or two. Like I'll probably end up like getting this ready today. So yeah, it's quite literally like, I forget what we are right now, May 22nd or something, but it's July 1st, right? So plenty of time. Needless to say though, so when I put the ad up, I was kind of told to specifically like, here's what you're going to write in the ad kind of thing. It wasn't, I don't know if it was like I had to, but I just got like something that was copy pasted, and they were like, hey, just put this in the ad. And I was like, write this. I was like, okay, cool. So I put it up on Kijiji, and, man, I'm going to tell you, I don't know, man. Obviously, I can't say. I'm not going to put the messages up. I kind of wanted to. That'd be kind of funny, but I think we'll just leave her, and I'll just do my best to recall from my memory. But I got some weird messages, man. So yeah, I would say within the first 30 seconds of posting an ad, of the ad actually, the first time too. It wasn't even like I was reposting it. It was the first 30 seconds of posting it. Someone called me. And it's really crazy, man, because we're technically like, it's COVID and all, and people are getting kind of weird, and so it's like, what do you want to do? Like, how do people want to do this? So like, I'm trying to offer video. So what I did is I took my YouTube skills, and I walk around the pad, and sorry, we're getting splattered here by the rain over there. And and I walk around the apartment, and I show it off, in all its glory. And and if people want to come physically, and check out an apartment, we can, it can be done. I won't, this is the apartment viewing was a bit ago, so it's not necessarily like we're in a lockdown or anything. When this was going on, it was more like, okay, we still got some cases going on with COVID, and you just want to make sure like everybody's cool. So obviously you just do your regular, right? You wear your mask and you distance, and you just you have them on like basically the other side of your own apartment. It's kind of funny, but the video went quite well, and that was a good way because a lot of people like from other areas like PEI. I had people from PEI, like that's another province, and it's just like are you guys serious? Like it's probably not the time to be moving to another province, like if you're going to move down the street, it's one thing. But yeah, man, like I was getting stories. Like I got this one woman that was telling me like she just found out she was pregnant like 6 days ago, and she was like on EI or something, like assistance. And I was like, I'm just sitting there like, dude, like even if I was like, the owner of this or whatever, like I don't need to know any of that crap. Another one had messaged me and basically said they were getting evicted. And they need somewhere to go like ASAP, like they need, what I mean? Like they needed something yesterday basically. And I was like, this isn't even available for like a month, or whatever, right? Like, a month and a half, 2 months, like it's just getting posted in advance, right? Because, you want to give people time at their own residences to say, okay, cool, here's a couple months, here's my 3 months notice or whatever. Like, I'm not going to put a thing up 2 weeks before. And, you know, it's just like, oh my God, man, like, I can't fathom that. Like, you know, I told this to somebody I spoke to, and, you know, we're just on the phone or whatever, and they were saying that apparently, like, where the market is right now is that people are trying to, like, sell themselves, you know, like, you're kind of amping yourself up a little bit, you know, and it's like, I think you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot when you say that crap, you know. Like, I had people sending me applications, like, they fill it out, and at the top it says, like, send it to this, like, obviously to, like, at yada yada yada, like the company, and they would just send it to me. Like, I'm like, dude, like, I don't want this. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, they're filling out, like, references and SIN numbers and, like, for credit checks, right? And it's just like, I would just delete the email permanently. Like, I was like, immediately just get rid of it. I'm like, I'd respond to them. I'm like, please read the fucking thing. Like, read the top, you know, and let me know. Oh, it absolutely insane. But the last one that really got me, we'll wrap it up with this one. Yeah, like, you get all sorts of people, man, and this one of them, this guy messages me, and I swear to you, it's almost identical to what I'm about to tell you, at least in the beginning, but he's like, basically, he's like, hey, bro, is this place available? And I was like, yep, sure is. And, you know, he's like, okay, bro, like, what's the, you know, can the move-in date, like, be negotiated? This isn't word for word, but the hi, bro, at the beginning was, that's very important, by the way, that was very, that's accurate. But yeah, it was like, can this thing be negotiated? And I was like, well, no, like, it can't be. Like, it's July, you know, I'm here till July 1st. And then I get a message following, and it was like, well, come on, bro, like, I'm coming from PEI, like, you know, and I just was like, again, like, no, like, I'm not your bro, and it's not getting moved, okay? Like, I'm a bit of a douchebag online, don't get me wrong, but, like, don't sit there and keep calling you bro, like, it's like, or me bro. It's like, you don't go to, like, a police officer and be like, well, what up, bud? Like, no, it's sir, right? And it's, like, the same idea. Like, if, like, the ad doesn't specifically say I'm the company. So, like, if I were the company, or, like, the person, you know, whoever, right? Like, whoever's in charge of this with the property, yeah, like, I would have blacklisted the kid. I would have been like, yeah, see ya. And I would have called my buddy and been like, don't respond to him. You know, because, like, what he said after, he sent me, like, a paragraph that didn't make much sense, to be quite honest. But basically, like, I need to, like, learn respect, and I have attitude, and, like, someone should be going toe-to-toe with me, and, you know, yeah, I don't know, whatever. And I was like, okay, cool. And I was like, yeah, well, good luck. And then just blocked him, right? And I just laughed and didn't think anything of it. And I get this message later on from a whole different account, and it's the same thing, like, hi, is this place available? And I just said, yep, like, sure is. And then I get a message, like, 2 hours later, and it's the person sending me a paragraph saying how I disrespected their friend or something. And I was like, just reading it, I was like, you gotta be kidding me, right? Like, I like, from what people were saying, like, that you gotta, like, put yourself out there, I was like, you guys are really not doing that. Like, you're really shooting yourselves in the foot. Because, like I said, if I were, like, part of a company and I knew some other people that had rental properties, the first thing I'd be telling them is don't respond to these people, you know? Yeah, so I get this paragraph. It's like, yeah, like, you disrespected my friend. For the record, you called him bro first. And I was just, like, laughing. I was like, you gotta be joking me. I almost wanted to message him and be like, hey, do you want to see the conversation where I got called bro first? Like, I'm not going to sit here and argue with somebody who's a waste of time. And he was like, I hope nobody gets your shitty apartment, and, you know, what, yada, yada, yada. And then I just responded back to him, and I was like, hey, well, yeah, he called me bro first. And I was like, you might want to teach your buddy some manners. Like, when you're trying to get a property, you kind of have to be respectful. You kind of have to be, you know, you got to show that you're interested, and the moment you start, like, acting like basically like an idiot, you're gonna lose your shot. You know what I mean? Like, this, I'm just renting the place. Like, you know, it's not my call. But if it were, I would have just said, like, no. And then as soon as I would have saw that, I'm like, yeah, neither one of you were getting it. Like, somebody's already got the place. It's a great spot, and that's what I said. I was like, yeah, well, someone's already got it, so good luck. And I was like, maybe in the future, like, you know, try being a little nicer and, you know, conduct yourself a little bit more appropriately. and just deleted it. I'm shocked, honestly. We're gonna come back inside for a minute. Oof, that's dark. And this is going 10-minute video. What the fuck? Sorry, that's like basically like the first. I think I swore one more time. They're trying to keep like 1 to 2 swear words a video. Oh, look at that. Yeah, look at that. That's nice. But yeah, anyway, so I just thought it was funny, man. Just a couple interesting little segments there. Just dealing with people, man. I'm just shocked. Like you're trying to get an apartment, and then you're just, like I said, I think you're just stepping on your own foot when you're kind of behaving like that. Like, it wasn't like I was getting like my teeth were gonna get kicked in or something by some online thug. Like, I was laughing. Like, I thought it was hilarious, and I still think it's hilarious. Yeah, like saying like people can go like toe to toe with me or something. Like, people like me. It was like, are you serious? Like, like, again, I don't, like, I wouldn't go up to a police officer. Like, I wouldn't go to an apartment viewing, okay? And like go to be interested in an apartment. And I mean, it's not like a job interview. You're not necessarily selling yourself, but you are conducting yourself. Like, someone's gonna meet you, right? And they're the owner, so like they're gonna see you and say, okay, like, do I want this person on my property, right? And that goes for your credit, that goes for your references, and that goes for meeting you, right? And I think meeting them is a big thing, in my opinion, especially if it was like a smaller place. Like, if I was just like renting out a basement suite, it's huge because it's a Stellanian. But yeah, like, you got to know who it is, right? And when you start rolling the dice when you don't know, and when you meet someone and they start acting like not the way you envisioned, you know what I mean? It's just like, do I really want this person living with me or in my property, or do I, you know what I mean? Do I want someone quiet and respectful? Well, thank you. Anyway. We're close out. The DJ is dying anyway. It's got like no battery on it. So take it easy, everybody. We'll see you in the next one. Nick Daniels, and hopefully that comes soon. Anyway, we'll see if we can post this today or tomorrow. Peace.